Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video, I want to talk about a really important subject, and that's how to keep your crypto secure and essentially how to stay safe when trading crypto, when buying NFTs and so on, how to make sure that you don't lose your assets or someone cannot easily hack you. So, of course, the main problem with the crypto space is that it's still very, very new. It's completely unregulated, and unfortunately, there are a lot of scams. If you're in any Telegram or Discord channels, I'm sure you've seen many times, especially in DMs, where people are pretending to be admins and pretending that there is some sort of staking or some other amazing program that will double your crypto when actually they just want to get access to your crypto wallet. Or when, especially in NFTs, there are fake informations about new mint date or airdrops and so on, so on. Basically, you have to stay really, really safe. And if something sounds too good to be true, most likely it's a scam. And if you're in doubt, well, always just ask either people in the community or try to verify that information on other social media channels. If you, let's say, found any information in Discord, try to verify it on Twitter and so on. And finally, if you have any doubts, well, it's probably best to just give it a miss, because yeah, you may miss out on an opportunity to make some money, but it's better to miss out on that opportunity rather than give someone access to your wallet by accident and lose whatever funds you have there. So this was a bit of a generic intro, but now I want to go through a few specific methods how you can actually, what you can do to keep your crypto secure, how you can keep it safe, how you can stay safe. Of course, depending on the size of your portfolio, your experience, your technical aptitude, and so on, you may only choose to utilize some of those methods. But I thought I will provide the whole list, and essentially then you can make a decision which ones are the most suitable, or which ones you want to research a bit more and decide whether this is something you want to apply and whether it's suitable for your personal circumstances. So here is the list of things which I think are worth considering when it comes to keeping your crypto secure and staying safe when trading crypto. I also wrote an article about it on HackerNoon. This was a while ago, it was September last year, so actually the list I'm just showing you now is slightly expanded, but you can also check out that article. I'll put a link to it in the description to this video. So first of all, whenever you are buying, selling crypto, trading NFTs and so on, I think the most important thing is to use a trusted device and network. So that would be either your own laptop or desktop computer. Mobile devices, of course, are also fine, but especially with NFTs, you may find that sometimes they can be a little bit fiddly. Personally, I do pretty much 99% of all my trading and anything crypto related on my laptop. I do have couple of exchanges and wallets installed on my phone as well, but I very rarely use it for crypto related stuff, and certainly just for smaller amounts. Vast majority is done on my laptop. And then it's also important how you're connecting that device to the network. So if it's a secure, trusted network, like maybe the one you have at home or at work, that's an ideal scenario. You should probably, wherever possible, avoid any public open networks, because it's much easier to get access to your device through such network. But again, it depends on the exact circumstance. So in short, especially if you're accessing your main wallet or if you're trading any bigger amounts, you should use your own trusted device and the network you trust. Closely linked to that is having some sort of antivirus software, which can help you identify some dodgy websites or malware and so on. So, I mean, really common sense stuff, but it links to it very, very closely. And also closely related to that is having a good VPN. Not all VPNs are the same. They can have lots of different features. I put a short list of features which every good VPN should have in my article. So of course, things like good encryption, strict no logs policy. It's important where the company is actually based. So basically to make sure that the VPN is actually truly secure and the logs and any information are never going to be given to any third parties. it should be in a country which is not part of Five Eyes or 14 Eyes, which are essentially like international monitoring organizations. So, for example, Switzerland or Panama are examples of countries which don't have any connections to those organizations, so you can be certain that your data, your connections are secure. And there's a number of other features. So yeah, I think good VPN is definitely worth investing in. There are many different options. Personally, I use NordVPN, but there are many others. So yeah, just make sure that it has all the features you actually need to stay secure. Then the next thing is the browser. And I personally use Brave browser. That's the browser I'm using at the moment. And essentially it's, if you're using Chrome, it's really easy to import all your settings from Chrome or your bookmarks and so on to Brave. What's cool about Brave is that it blocks all the adverts. So for example, on YouTube, it will block all the adverts, or in many streaming platforms, it will also block them. It has much better privacy settings and essentially it's much more secure. And also it allows you to earn BAT tokens for well, basically when you're browsing the web. Of course, you won't earn a huge amount of them, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's literally free money. So why not? And it's a really good browser. It's fast, it works well, and yeah, I really like it. And then the next few steps, these are probably the most important ones. You should have two-factor authentication on pretty much everything wherever it's possible to do it. So things like your Discord and most definitely all your crypto exchanges. So your accounts on all crypto exchanges, they should definitely have two-factor authentication. Even if it's on your own device and there is an option to tick a box and trust this device for like 30 days or something, don't do it. Just make sure that you always go through the full proper authentication process. It can be really tempting to just tick it because, oh, it's just my laptop, it's fine. But then it's like, well, what's the point of setting up that two-factor authentication? It's supposed to secure you and your account during every single login attempt. So it should be just that. So you shouldn't have pre-filled passwords to your exchanges. You shouldn't trust any devices, even if you do trust them. Basically, you should always go through the process. It's a bit of a pain sometimes, but at the same time, it's keeping your funds secure. So it's extremely important. And then there are a few other methods you can use to further secure your account. I really like YubiKey. It's this little device. I hope it's visible. It's like a little USB key with a button. And you can set it up on most, if not all, exchanges as an additional form of two-factor authentication. So basically, if you set it up on your exchange account, you cannot actually log into that account or you cannot withdraw funds from that account unless this device is connected to the device you're using on the exchange and you press the button. It doesn't have a fingerprint reader, it's literally just the button, but every YubiKey is completely different, so you have to pair it per particular device with your exchange. You can pair multiple ones, so you could have, for example, 2 of those in case if you lose one of them or it fails or something. And then basically it just requires that manual input. So even if someone can access your computer remotely and break into your cryptocurrency exchange account, well, they may not be able to complete the login or they may not be able to withdraw the funds because they cannot actually physically press the button. If you have only one of those set up and you do lose it or it fails or something, of course you can still go around it, you can still log in using different method, but there will be usually then heavy restrictions imposed on your account for a certain period of time. So for example, you may not be able to do any trades or withdraw anything from the cryptocurrency exchange for 48 hours or something like that. So essentially this then protects your account from unauthorized use. So I think this is really cool device. They come with versions with normal USB port, USB-C, Bluetooth, and so on. So yeah, I really like them. The next one, and obvious one if you have any larger amount of crypto, is a hardware wallet. Personally, I use Ledger Nano X, but there are a couple of different Ledger models, there are Trezors, there are some other hardware wallets, there are more of them coming out. and they have more and more features, and they're more and more user friendly and so on. And I think they're absolutely must if you're holding any larger amount of crypto or any valuable NFTs. Again, it's an extra step you have to do, and yes, you have to move your crypto to the hardware wallet, but it's just securing your account. It's securing your funds, so it is extremely important. And yeah, I think it's absolutely no-brainer if you hold any larger amount of crypto. Of course, every wallet is only as secure as your password and your seed phrase, because you have to remember that if someone gains access to your seed phrase, they can recover your wallet on any other device. So for example, even if you have a ledger, but somehow someone gets the seed phrase for your ledger, they don't need your actual device. They can still recover your wallet using another ledger. That's essentially also protecting your own account. In case you lose your own ledger, you can recover that device on another one. It makes perfect sense. It happened to me in the past that software wallet I was using for Bitcoin actually was no longer being developed. It was quite a long time ago. And yeah, I suddenly realized that I cannot access that wallet. I cannot access Bitcoin within that wallet. But I was able to recover that Bitcoin in another wallet, completely different software, completely different application, because I had the password and the seed phrase. So that's something really important to remember, that your crypto is actually not stored on a particular device. It's stored on a blockchain, and the wallet, hardware or software, is just a method of accessing it. It's just an interface essentially. So protecting your seed phrase and your password is absolutely crucial. And the best way to do it is to have it as a paper copy. Never ever save it on any digital device, on your computer, in the cloud, on notes on your phone or anything else, because of course that can be hacked, that can be accessed. You can accidentally show it to someone. So you must make sure that you only have it as a paper copy, ideally 2 or 3 copies in case if something happens to one of them. And each of those copies should be in a secure location, whether that's in a safe somewhere or a safety deposit box, or I don't know, your friends or parents' house somewhere in a safe. That doesn't matter, but you have to make sure that it's absolutely secure, because this is essentially how anyone could access your wallet. It's more important than the hardware wallet itself or the app on your device. And then finally, especially if you're holding larger amounts of crypto, or you tend to connect, I don't know, for example, you're trading NFTs and you tend to mint a lot, sometimes from maybe not fully verified websites and so on, then it makes sense to create multiple wallets and also to have a burner wallet. So basically that could mean, let's say, having a few different MetaMasks set up, let's say, in different browsers. You may have a few different accounts on different crypto exchanges, or you may have a couple of hardware wallets and so on. So basically you spread your crypto, especially when you have more of it, across many different wallets. So even if something happens to one of them, well, you only lose part of your funds, you don't lose everything. And burner wallet is just essentially a type of wallet. It can be any wallet, but its purpose is that you only hold very small amount of crypto in there, and you use this wallet to, for example, mint NFTs. But then once you minted that NFT, you transfer it to your cold storage, your hardware wallet, any other wallet that is like your main secure one. And then if anything happens to your burner wallet, well, it's not really much of a problem. Of course, moving assets between different wallets means that there are gas fees, means that there is additional inconvenience of moving those funds. But again, you are your own bank. You are responsible for all the assets you have. So it makes perfect sense to keep them secure. And even if that means a bit of inconvenience, well, it's protecting thousands or potentially tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands in funds. And especially as the market will start picking up later this year, especially as your funds will start growing potentially quite rapidly, it makes sense to put all this stuff in place quite early. So then you don't have to suddenly start worrying that you have suddenly much more in crypto than you thought, or that you initially planned, and suddenly you start feeling a bit uneasy about your security measures or the lack of them. And the final thing I wanted to say is, if you're buying anything like a hardware wallet or YubiKey or anything like that, please make sure you only ever buy it from the manufacturer's website. So you can either go to ubico.com, or you can go to ledger.com or Trezor and so on. Please don't buy them from Amazon, eBay, or any other source, because you don't know who exactly is selling it to you, what happened to this device. Basically, as far as I'm aware, no one ever hacked a hardware wallet unless the device was previously tampered with. So let's say someone bought it on Amazon or eBay and the seller wasn't trustworthy and they've done something to the device so they could then access it in the future. If you're buying it straight from a manufacturer's website, you know that this device is safe and no one will be able to access it. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. And if you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.